Welcome back to my channel, Bring Peace into Your Life. Today we're going to look at gut health and mood and the link between them. If you've ever felt bloated, gassy, or like your stomach just isn't working, and you've noticed at the same time you're feeling a bit low, irritable, or just not yourself, you're not alone. I quite often have this feeling if my stomach's not working, it makes my mood lower, and it can be quite distracting and really difficult when you're not feeling 100%. For ages, I thought they were separate issues, but it turns out that our gut and our brain are way more connected than we actually think they are. So today we'll cover what the science says, why gastric issues hit our mood so hard, and real life examples and practical steps you can take to support both. Let's get started. So first up, let's talk about the gut-brain axis. This is a two-way communication between your digestive system and your brain, and it works in three key ways. The vagus nerve. This is the main wire connecting your gut directly to your brainstem. It sends signals about how your stomach is feeling, fullness, pain, and irritation, straight to your brain, which affects how you think and feel. Chemical messengers. Around 95% of serotonin, our body's primary happy hormone, is made in the gut, not in the brain. Your gut bacteria also produce other mood regulating chemicals like dopamine and GABA. When your microbiome is out of balance, these levels drop. And then we need to look at inflammation. When your gut lining is irritated from things like bloating, IBS, or food sensitivities, it triggers low-grade inflammation in the body. This can cross the blood-brain barrier and affect brain function, leading to brain fog and low mood. Scientists have even found that people with conditions like depression and anxiety often have different gut microbiome profiles than those with good mental health. It's not just one-way traffic either. Stress and low mood can also disrupt your digestive system. Let's look at the real impact, how stomach problems hit your emotions. Let's get real about what this feels like day to day. When I'm dealing with bad bloating or stomach pain, my concentration can go out the window. I can't focus on work, hobbies, or even having a conversation because all I can think about is how uncomfortable I am. Small frustrations feel huge. Things like that I would normally roll off my back make me irritable or tearful at times, and it's all to do with the effect of your gut issues on your mood. You can lose motivation. Even things that you love, like meeting friends or going for a walk, feel like so much of an effort when you're feeling uncomfortable, and it can affect your self-esteem. When you're constantly dealing with discomfort, it's easy to feel down about your body or like you can't keep up with others, and that can make you feel really low. And it's not just physical discomfort, it's the emotional weight of dealing with something that's often irritable and invisible to other people. Many people with chronic gut issues also struggle with anxiety about when their symptoms might flare up, which causes a vicious cycle. So different gut issues can affect mood in slightly different ways, and here are some common things that can happen. So if you've got bloating and indigestion, even occasional bouts can disrupt serotonin production and leave you feeling sluggish and low. Irritable bowel syndrome or IBS. Studies show up to 80% of people with IBS also experience anxiety or depression, partly due to nerve sensitivity and inflammation. Food sensitivities. Things like lactose or gluten intolerance can cause gut irritation that triggers mood swings and brain fog. Inflammatory bowel disease, IBD. Conditions like Crohn's or colitis involve chronic inflammation, which is strongly linked to changes in mood and mental health. Constipation or diarrhea. These disrupt your gut microbiome balance and can cause physical discomfort that impacts emotional well-being. The key thing to remember is that these links are biological, not psychological. You're not overreacting to discomfort. Your body is literally wired to connect gut health and mood. So now we know the link is real, what can we actually do about it? Let's break this down in manageable steps. For your gut, eat a diverse diet. Aim for 30 different plant-based foods per week. Fruits, veggies, whole grains, legumes to feed good bacteria. Add probiotics and prebiotics. So probiotics, yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, add good bacteria to your gut. And prebiotics like oats, bananas, garlic and onions, feed them. Stay hydrated. Aim for 8 to 10 glasses of water a day to keep digestion moving smoothly. Being dehydrated is a real problem for your gut, and the more water you can drink and stay hydrated, the better. Avoid trigger foods. So keep a food diary to spot what makes your symptoms worse. Common things can be caffeine, processed foods, and artificial sweeteners. The more you can figure out what's triggering your gut issues, the easier it is to avoid those foods or reduce those foods to help your gut. Eat mindfully. So slow down, chew well, and avoid eating on the go. Stress while eating disrupts your digestion. So at meal times, take your time, sit down and relax while you're having your meal. I'd like to also talk about things that help your mood, which also in turn will then help your gut. So managing your stress is really important. Try 10 minutes of deep breathing, meditation, or gentle yoga daily. Stress activates the fight or flight response, which shuts down your digestion and just makes your gut issues worse. So the less stressed you can be, the better it is for your gut. Move your body. Even a 20-minute walk can boost mood and stimulate gut motility. That means that when you are moving and you move your body, all your digestion can start to move as well, and it can be really helpful. Prioritise sleep. So aim for 7 to 9 hours a night. Poor sleep disrupts both your microbiome and your mood regulation. It also can produce stress when you aren't sleeping very well and exhaustion, and that can then lead back into gut health. So it's really important. Connect with others. So social support boosts mood, and positive emotions can actually improve your gut health. Consider professional help. If symptoms are ongoing, talk to a doctor or a dietitian about tests for food sensitivity or gut imbalances. A therapist can also help with the emotional side. It's really important, if you've tried lots of different things and it's still not working, to get some help and support. So it's like things that you can't control and things you can control. So obviously there's a lot of situations in your life you can't control, but if you can actually bring some control back, get the help and support you need if you're not able to do it yourself, the better it is. Start small. Pick 1 or 2 things to focus on first, rather than trying to change everything at once. That's what I did, and over time I've noticed a huge difference with both my digestion and my outlook on life. And it's important for people to take their time and take care of themselves better and find what works for you. So to wrap up, your gut really is your second brain, and taking care of it isn't just about physical health, it's about emotional well-being too. If you're struggling with both gut issues and low mood, know that you're not alone and there are things you can do to make a difference. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you noticed a link between your gut and your mood, and what's helped? I'm always open to learning new things, so if something works for you and I've not heard about it before, brilliant, I might try it, and so will the other people who are watching this video, so please share. If you've liked this video, please like and subscribe if you want to find out more information on how to have a peaceful life, have a healthier life, and to really help get yourself back on track. Thank you so much for listening to my video, and I will see you in the next one.